Guys, when my Amazon business really started to take off, like all the pieces started falling together, I had some great wholesale accounts and things were just going so smoothly. Hit my first 50K a month, then my first 75K a month, then I crossed 120 plus in a month. And I was starting to have this conversation with myself of, okay, what's the next step? How do I get to that next level? Being that I was like on YouTube and just doing a bunch of research, I was like, okay, I need to go get a warehouse. That's the next step because I want to, bring prep in house, and maybe I can hire an employee here and there. So I started looking into hiring employees and employee management. And then I started looking for warehouses in my area. And I was like, man, where I live, I was like, man, these warehouse spaces or these like suites they're way too expensive. So I started looking at, okay, a little further away, kind of where I'm from. I was like, okay, they're much cheaper here. All right, well, I can kind of drive and then manage it there and just work from there and manage these employees when I start to get them, because I want to grow the next level. And this is what everybody says, like, you got to get a warehouse, you got to do this, you got to do that. And as I'm doing my research, I'm even starting to contact these people to get a lease opened and all of these things. And I'm trying to think of like, okay, should I hire, people that I know, or should I hire family, or should I do this, do that? And as I started doing that, I started to realize, and I took a step back and I was like, I'm essentially going to just build a second job for myself. I'll have employees, but I have to manage them. I have to be there to open up the place. I have to be there all the time. And even once I have somebody over them, I have to manage that person. And I have to constantly be checking in. And it's like, I started this business and I think my view is so heavy leaning on freedom and autonomy and not being like, hey, you have to do this at this exact time. I think the way that I view things through that lens is because when I worked at the sheriff's office, guys, I don't think you understand. Like my law enforcement people who watch, they will understand. But you pretty much just live to work. Like you're working all the time. They expect you to show up early. If anything happens, you're staying late. And even if it doesn't happen, when I was in detectives, they expected you just to stay late, right? And then you're on call, you have overtime, you have mandatory overtime, you have events that you have to patrol. When I was in detectives, 5 days out of the week, I live here. Don't make any plans because I don't know. I can't tell you how many plans we ended up having to cancel because, hey, this thing just happened. Now I have to stay 2 hours late, 3 hours late. So Monday through Friday, don't do anything. Saturday, you get to chill. No, you just got off of work. You don't have any work tomorrow, nothing like that. Sunday, I'm already dreading having to go back to work the next morning and start this all over again. So the reason I view business and what I want to build through the lens of I want freedom. I want autonomy. I don't want to be tied down to this, and this, right? It's because of that. It's because of where I was for a few years that I no longer wanted to live my life that way. So then I was like, I don't even want to get a warehouse. I don't want to manage employees. I have like the last thing in the world, if I'm being honest with myself, if I take this is how it's done belief out of my head, this is what everyone is saying you have to do to grow your business. If I take that completely out of my psyche, I don't want a warehouse. I don't want to manage employees person to person. I don't want to do any of that. So then I started thinking to myself, I was like, man, even if I were to do this and I grow at this incredible scale, I am playing a game that's not worth winning because it is not aligned with exactly how I want to live my life. And this is a problem. You need to have massive clarity with which direction you're working towards. And in the beginning, just get up and running. But then you do quickly after need to have clarity on which direction we're going and what game we're playing. And this can be applied in a lot of different areas, but specifically with business, you need to play a game worth winning. And it's not a game worth winning to that guy down the street and this guy talking online and this influencer. It's a game that's worth winning to you. Because if you don't want to grow at that level, if you don't want to do wholesale, if you don't want to do retail arbitrage, if you don't want to do all of these things, if you don't want to go brand direct, and now we have more of an agency style business, if you don't want to do those things, even if you do really good, you're going to be miserable because now you're playing a game that's not worth winning to you because it is not aligned with the vision that you see or you set out to achieve when you started this business. The reason I even bring this up is because one of my clients, Ian, he actually reached out to me. He's like, hey, is it possible to grow if I just do online arbitrage? He's like, I don't want to talk to wholesale reps. I don't want to work with brands. I just want to sit in my room, work on this business, and make a couple thousand a month. And I was like, dude, 100%. And I think a lot of times with social media, it's like you're so influenced by what everyone else is doing and all of these things that they're flashing in front of you. And if that is truly what you want to do, then yeah, 100%. But if not, even if you win, you are winning at a game that is not worth winning to you. And I think that's super critical, because as soon as we get clear on what is it that I actually want to achieve, then we're more streamlined on the process to get there. Because if your goal is just to make 5K in profit per month, you can do that in any of the models, but you want to do it in a way that's going to work for you. Like, let me give you an example. Mark, he was on the channel twice. For the last 5 days, he's done 6.6K in profit, but he loves going in store. I hate going in store. Like, I'll do it if I have to, but I hate going in store. He's like, dude, I just put on a podcast and I'm there for hours. Sometimes his wife joins him and he's like, I love it. That's a game worth winning to him. For Ian, he doesn't want to deal with sales reps. He doesn't want to deal with brands. He just wants a completely self-reliant business that is all online arbitrage based, where he doesn't have to talk to anybody, build his skills sourcing, and then he's able to grow from there. That's a game worth winning to him. Imagine if he goes and opens up all these wholesale accounts. Now he has this crazy business and he's like, dude, I fucking hate talking to these sales reps, managing these brands. They always have these issues. Get clarity on which path you want to go. Get aligned, or figure out where is the alignment for what do I actually want out of this business. Not everyone wants to quit their job. And I make this video because I know there's a lot of people out there. You probably feel pressure to be like, no, I have to run it this way. I have to get to this point and then I have to make this transition. Guys, I actually really like online arbitrage, because believe it or not, even though I make YouTube videos, it's like, I'm not crazy about getting on the phone. I have like 343 missed calls, because even though you guys asked me to get on the phone on Instagram, trust me, I don't like to get on the phone. Honestly, I just love when I get into a flow. I have my headphones on, I have some music on, and I'm just sourcing. It's completely reliant on me. I like that. Yes, I have my wholesale accounts that I've had for a very long time, but I enjoy sourcing arbitrage. And if that's the case with you, again, we got to set ourselves up playing a game that's worth winning. Because if we win it regardless, but it's somebody else's game, it's not going to be as fulfilling. It's not going to be like such a great experience, essentially what I'm saying. Because like I was saying, a lot of people watching this, because I talk to so many of you, you're influenced and you're pulled in so many different directions. And the only reason you're pulled in those directions is because, one, you don't have clarity on where am I actually going? What am I aiming for? What is the end result? Is it to make a few extra $1,000 a month and keep my job, and now we just have all of this fun money? Is it to quit my job? Is it to go brand direct? Is it to go wholesale? Is it to eventually work my way up to starting my own brand? But as soon as you have clarity, then now we can actually reverse engineer and have a clear path to get to that goal. And once we have a clear path to get to the goal, and it's aligned with exactly the outcome that we see for ourselves, that's like really aligned with, like, that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I'm striving for. Well, then it becomes very, very easy to show up every single day to work on your business. A lot of times, the procrastination that you guys deal with, and I deal with it sometimes as well, is just a lack of clarity. And when we lack clarity, well, then we don't even know what to do next. So it's very easy to just, or go do something else, or distract ourselves in any way, because we just don't know which path we're following. And our brain's like, well, this is uncomfortable. Let's fill it up with something right now that's going to make us feel good, so we can just forget about this discomfort that we're feeling right now. I know I've said it like 50 times in this video already, but guys, it's super important. Play a game that's worth winning to you, because life is not about the grind. It's not about the struggle. It's not about, oh my God, I just have to be suffering all the time and show up every single day, even though I don't want to. It's not supposed to be like that forever. In the beginning, when we're making little habit change, yeah. But guys, we need to enjoy the process, because it's getting us closer and closer to the result that we want. And if we absolutely hate the process because we don't have clarity and we are playing a game that's not worth winning, it's going to be really hard to show up consistently. Opposed to us having alignment and clarity, Well, now it's really enjoyable to show up every single day because we're working towards something. We're actually playing the game of life that we want to win. Guys, for me, I don't want to have a bunch of employees. I don't want to be tied down to this and that and meetings and all these things. Guys, there's a reason why I take no sales calls. There's a reason why no matter how many times people ask me to hop on a quick call, I always say no, even when they try to pay me. There's a reason why I do things the way that I do with my clients, right? Where we do everything over Messenger. So you have daily access to me, but I'm not tied down to these calls. Guys, 2 weeks ago, we were in Florida. Last week, we were in Tahoe for a week. Then we had this and that. And then yesterday, we just decided not to take the kids to school because we wanted to have a whole day here where we were just going to do a bunch of fun stuff. I love the freedom, the autonomy. That is what I want. And you need to figure out what that is for you so that you can actually thrive when you're going and starting a business. It's not meant to be an all-out grind, miserable process every single day. You're supposed to enjoy the journey so that you continue to want to show up. Because if you treat life as a game and you continuously want to win, then it just becomes fun, guys. It just becomes so much more enjoyable than when we put our goal at on a pedestal and we're just constantly stressed about it, even though it's on a pedestal and it's a goal that we don't even fucking really want. But I think I made my point. Hopefully you guys find some value in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.